Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware, risk in the future trading. All our videos are educational purposes only. If you want to follow our signals, you're very welcome. We try to analyze the market, and you're very welcome to follow any signal as long as at your own risk. We're not responsible for your own trade. So please follow us on a sim, and we will be analyzing today the market. And today there is a lot of we have the crude oil, we have the FOMC at 2 o'clock. So it will be a very uh, it will not be a very nice picture today. When you have the FOMC, the market stays sideways most of the day. So you need to lift up a little bit your standard if you are deciding to take any trade, because there is a lot of volatility from now till 2 o'clock. A lot of people stay away from the trades. Plus, on top of that, today half of the Europeans are off today, so there is a low volume in Europe, and on top of that, we have an FOMC. So please do not jump into trades left and right. Make sure that get your standard a little bit higher before you decide to take a live trade. On a sim, do as much as you want, but for a live trade, you need to be careful. For the ones that are new with us, we will be covering the price action automated to trade, the signal automated to trade, the new auto trade we have right now, and we covered the scalping auto trade. We and the swing automated trade. So it's gonna be a lot. For the ones that are new here, if you look at the left upper, where is the mouth here? It is the when we have a new signal, it comes in right there. And sometimes I'm busy because I'm covering a lot of instruments, a lot of time frames, and all this. So sometimes I don't pay attention, but you need to keep your eye on the new signal. Once the new signal comes out, it blinks for you, telling you there is a new signal. And at the same time, it gives you the entry price, target price, pullback re-entry price. This one here is in conjunction with our automated to trade in this puzzle here. Then later on, we will be covering some of the swing trading, and then we will be covering also the full automated to trade and all that. But for the guys are non-members or don't have the system and they need help, you're very welcome. That's why we are coming uh, out in the public with no commitment, not even collecting an email, and we don't mind to help, you know. And at the same time, what we are earning out of it to get to know us and get to know our system, and put the marketing on the side, and you will see what you see what you see here, and you will see good days and bad days and everything here. We have nothing to hide. So on the new signal here, you will find the new signal. So you need to keep your eye on that. Sometimes I miss a trade. As an example here on the ES, you have an entry price at 2956, sell order target is 2953, 8 ticks into this puzzle. And on the chart, we are using an ATM automated to trade, and you can use a full automated to trade. As an example here, we use the 3 minutes fully automated. And if you see on the 3 minutes here, it is a full automated, and the full automated hit the target, uh, and move with the trailing stops. The trailing stops based on floating fibs. On the 1 minute, I like to use the ATM. So there is two different versions in that automated to trade. On this version here, I'm using the 1 minute, and then I can control, as you see here, I can control my trailing stop and stop loss. This one here, I find it is more excitement for me, it's better for me. But for the guy do not want to mess with the auto trade on the price action, you can just go ahead and put it on a full automated and use the 3 minutes, and whatever comes out of it, it comes out of it. So as an example right now, and it is very It's not about marketing. It's not about selling. It's nothing about that. But it is very important if you are even auto trading to see what's going on. Where is the fib lines? Where is the support line? As an example here, right now, we have a double support line on the ES, and you have $400 in the puzzle. So here you can say, you know what, we have a double support line. I'm not sure I want to stay. I want to close that position. Then you can close it with 450. If you wanted to let it take a more risk and you want to go down to the target, uh, uh, there is a potential for maybe $600-700 trade. So those the details here. I cannot control the details. Is different between a trader and a trader. Aggressive trader, higher risk. So there is a risk for this ES to go all the way down and give you 700. Or if you are happy with the $300-400, then you can go ahead and close it. So this is fully automated on the ES, and the blue chart, it is actually in ATM, where I can control the trade and stop, or stop loss, or take one trade out and keep one as a runner. You can do that with the fully automated trade. On this particular auto trade, you can decide to take one contract, and you can use the trade and stop 1 or 2. Depends what you like. The trailing stop 2, it is a major, and the trailing stop 1 is a minor. So you can play it the way you want to play that game in the trading, and actually they're both good, but both, they are taking the trade away from you, your motions away, and at the same time. It is a very simple chart where I plot everything from reversals to the fib lines and to the entry price. Also, what is the plus about it, which is the most important, is not how many ticks. It is you can develop your own trading style, because you cannot copy my trade. I wish I can download it on a hard disk and transfer it to you. It's a different if you've been trading for 2 years or if you've been trading for 28 years. For a guy who's been around for many years, he can trade a chart without anything on it, just by looking at the bar. So for that one here, it is very friendly use, very clean, and it is not overloaded, and it tells you when there is reversals, where to enter, where to exit, and when you're going to have a problem when you are in the trade. As an example, right now on the ES, we have a double support line at 53.50. We don't have to be genius with the fib lines, because it's plot automatic for you. And then it is your call to close that trade on the ES with 475, or if you want to take a risk and go farther on that trade, you're very welcome to do that. And the same story on the, so we're going to leave it here on the ES, the 3 minutes. So you can do that if you want to. You can use the system, the signal entries for stocks, forex, and you can use it also for a future. So if you look at the stock here, at the moment in the profit on the forex, we have 295 pips into this profit, and you can use it in the stocks as well. We don't have enough room to do all of it. So here is your future and here is your forex. Both of market analyzer, they are based on 1 minute. So it is a very very straightforward. But on the forex traders, of course, you can use the 240 minutes and you can use the 15 minutes. The forex is a different story. So right now what we have an ES already hit the target. We have the fully automated is already going to hit the target, and then we will be covering some of the swing trading, some of the trades, and then the most important things is about our new auto trade. I'm loving that auto trade, and as you see on that new auto trade, which we have released yesterday to the members, if any of the members are not qualified, that means you're not qualified. For the ones are qualified to have that a new auto trade, you just send us your machine ID and your email, and we'll send it out to you. And if you request some support, we have the support team that will come in, log in. For the support team, uh, I've been getting a lot of emails. The support team is not their job to teach you how to trade. The support team, it is to come in, do the installation, and leave. They make sure everything is okay. They set the templates for you. They make sure everything is running and leave. But those uh, the the support, they're not into chit chat and having coffee and having a pause or a break. And those guys has nothing to do with the trading. They are typically technical guys. Come in, log in, and for whoever didn't get it, then you will get it. And please try to be on Monday for members only webinars, and to help you out with the setting and how you can approach this auto trade. If you do not attend the webinars, tough luck. Then you try the next webinar next time. Again, I'm very impressed with the. Of course, I mean it is running on the CL, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, YM. Now everybody starts sending me. But what I really like about that auto trade, we will be covering the ES. I like the CL on a ranker bar actually, and it is amazing job. And now we okay. So uh, on the on this one here, I mean, we will be covering the CL, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and all of it. But what I like about that auto trade, it feels good to run it. It feels, some of the auto trade scares you when you turn them on live. But this one, I feel very good about it when it's on, and I cannot get enough of watching how this market is entering. And we did this one here for the traders. I mean, we have what, eight, nine, I don't know, maybe around nine automated to trade between swing trading and scalping, and a C scalper, A scalper, B scalper, and all those swing trading, trend exit, Hakanachi. If you go on the webpage, or our webpage, you'll find the details with everything. But what we have done, we have made an auto trade for chop market like today, when there is an FOMC, CL, inventory, half of Europe. It is, I'm not going to be talking about support right now, folks. You got to wait till we are off the air. But I'm not going to sit down and chit chat about support right now. Thank you. So this one here, if you need anything, just put a message for me on the Skype, and then we will go through it when this webinar is over. What I like about it, it is very consistent. Of course, you will have some bad trades when the market is chop and things, but it is very consistent. And what we took us a long time to try to find a way to stay away from the chop market. And this one here I mean, it is the first phase, and it's going to be a lot of updates on it, like what we have done on the A scalper. The first year on the A scalper, we have sent out 35 updates. The year after, we have sent out 22 updates on the A scalper. So for this one here, it will be a lot of updates, and it's coming very soon, a new update and a new update, until we get it really down to any product. When you come out with it, you need to iron a lot of stuff with it. So right now, this is the first phase in it, and it will be the second and the third and the fourth and all this. So right now on this one here, it has already hit the target. And what is nice about it is that if you want to, you can optimize it. You can back test it, and at the same time, anyway, it don't get you in a lot of trouble like some other auto trade. It does not get you in a lot of trouble, And if you stay civilized with it, you should be very fine. Actually, we are running it right now. we tested on a Friday with the live trades here in the room on CL and Ranker Bar. They're doing very fine. Okay, for the ones that's following the signals, 15 ticks on the ES, on the Nasdaq, 38 ticks. YM 47 ticks. 30-year Treasury bond is 1 tick. 58 ticks on the Russell. Those are based from the last entry on the one on the signal. It's not all day long. It's from the last entry signal. You know, guys, if any of you, I will try to do that later on. If any of you using the 3 minutes on the signal to our members, just this week, the 3 minutes from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock every day has performed 6,415. Okay, so do not underestimate the 3 minutes the price action. So, and I'm only using it on an ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and a CL. That's it. I'm not using it on the DAX and the other whatnots. So this is a really do not underestimate the 3 minutes full automated to trade, guys. Of course, you need to keep your eye on it because, like this example here, on the ES, the target on the full automated is no, 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 no. This one here is it is your price action. You have it, sir. Um, uh, and as I remember, we have as an example here is 51 is the target. You got to keep your eye on it. If you don't keep your eye on it and this market start pulling back, that's not good. So in order for you to get the maximum performance on it, I'm not telling you to enter the market. Let the auto trade enter the market. But if we missed one tick and there is a pullback, maybe you want to consider closing those positions, override the auto trade. Nothing wrong with it, because sometimes, like yesterday, we missed on one of them. We missed one tick, and then the market start pulling back. We don't want to do that, you know. We're about to have a new signal on the we're about to have a new signal on the CL. Keep your eye on the first column here. Remember, there is an inventory, guys. And there is a new signal coming out on the CL. And your ES, if you are using the 3 minutes full automated, 5100 should be your target. And don't get stingy. If you are close enough, you want to get rid of it with a less one tick or something. So we are about to have a new signal on the CL, and you will find it on the first column here on the market analyzer when there is a new signal. Remember, there is an inventory on the CL, so you got to be careful with your trade. Also, the same auto trade. This is the 5 minutes, and this is the 2 minutes. Yes, you can use it for Nasdaq, Dow Jones, DAX, anything. But we are covering right now only the ES. Uh, for now, I don't want to start. You know, I want to concentrate on the ES for now, to find a proper setting to our traders, because I know they're not going to do anything over the weekends. They're not going to optimize. They don't know how to optimize. I know that. So we have to do it for them, and it's going to take me time. And so um, so I'm concentrating right now on the ES to give the traders the proper setting, and then I'll move on to the CL. I've been liking the CL lately, um, and then we can take one instrument at the time. You know, for the swing trading, it's going to be a lot of a small trade today on the swing trading. We hit earlier today on the swing trade, and when we had a beautiful run actually on the CL earlier today, but then now we have an inventory. All of them, they're not going to trade on the news. Okay, we are away a half a tick on the full automated. We still are going into a new trade, a new signal on the CL. Remember, there is an inventory. Be careful if you wanted to follow the CL on the sim. It's very nice. There is an inventory. Your inventory coming in at 10:30, 20 minutes from now. You see, this is what I'm saying is now we've been on the same. Okay, now we have a new signal on the CL. You see this pullback on the ES? This is not good. So you were 2 ticks away to close this trade, and now look. So if you are using the full automated to trade, you need to keep your eye on your fib line, and when you are facing a double support line or a double resistance, and because this is a shame, from $475 to 325 because you're refusing to look at the chart. So this is not right, because this one here is different than a normal auto trade. This one here is going to take one short trade, and it's not going to take another trade until the direction of that market going from short to long or from long to short. So, and in between all this volatility, you're going to be skipping it. So it is very important to keep your eye on it. If you do not, your performance will drop, you know. As you see, when the market pulled back on the ES, we have this double support become a double resistance. So now it's going back, trying to see if we can test the 51 level. So I don't see why a trader have to sit for another half an hour behind a computer just for one tick. It doesn't make sense. So if I was you, I would have closed it. Yes, there is only. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, thank you, sir. It's going to be for another 10 minutes, I think, for the inventory. We're about to get there. What a shame on that trade if you did not close that one. You see? So we're gonna stay quiet a bit until the inventory come out at 10:30, 15 minutes from now. And I'm very sure this market is gonna change direction. So there is no use to sit down and try to call the trades before the inventory. We still have uh, we still have 15 minutes. At 10:30, and right now it's 10:15. So it seems like now we're about to close the full automated. If you see also, it is very friendly use, even for a guy is not a trained. If you see there is a reversal, has plot reversals for you, and 2 times has a plot reversal. Our reversals are not a repaint reversal. Plus, you have the target, and I mean, it is very friendly use, and it is the most important. None of that. The most important, you can develop your own system, whether you want to trade it manually or automate it to trade. But the day in and the day out, that will start for you to get familiar with the trading, stand paying somebody money to call for you a trade. What about if this guy got sick? or this guy, got pissed with his wife, jumped out of a balcony. I don't know. So what you gonna be doing if this guy disappeared? You know. So what I'm saying is, you can try to develop your own trading and the habit of this trading market. What you're gonna be doing around the Christmas, when there is no volume and you cannot use an auto trade, or in the summer, we're coming to summer, it's gonna be a nightmare to try to auto trade. Any auto trade, guys, any auto trade. Try to auto trade in July or August. Your performance is going to drop to 50%. Or if you have luck like me, when the wife and the daughter, teenager, have to get dressed to go somewhere, it takes a couple hours more than what's supposed to. Then you can sit down behind your computer, take one trade or two, and then they have to wait on you. So you cannot just avoid the whole equation here and not know what's going on and just shoot a blind with an auto trade. This is not going to work. It is nice to have an auto trade taking those trades for you. I'm not going to argue about that. But it is also very nice for you to understand how to trade. It is very important how to trade. And it's not hard when everything is plotted on the chart. It's not really hard. If you notice, guys, the Nasdaq is going in a total different direction, so we're not gonna get involved right now in it. I think this is our last try on the ES to close at 51. If you are using the 3 minutes, this is your last chance to call off that trade if you want to. Or if you want to take your chance, you're very welcome. There is 10 minutes left for the inventory on the CL, so I'll be quiet the next 10 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that, my friend. Um, One of our members said, look at the 30-year Treasury bond. Yes, it is an extremely strong today. And it is going, the ES going in the opposite direction. This is the way it's supposed to be. I do not like the Nasdaq going the other direction, but actually the Nasdaq did go to the buy signal, and I cannot communicate with that. I cannot understand that. So I need to find out what is causing the Nasdaq to move. And no, I'm not going to do that. But for let me show you something here on the 3 minutes automated trade. On the Nasdaq, we just have an entry at 53. This is the full automated. And actually, there is a 3 different support line here, your fib line, and that is causing this Nasdaq not to go anywhere. And if you are a Nasdaq trader, you need to put a limited order at 55.75, limited order, not market order, because this is a really difficult area, and we don't know if this Nasdaq able to break all those area. So for a Nasdaq trader, put 855.75 entry, limited order, buy, not sell, buy. I think now this ES is gonna nail it at the 51 level. And again, we will talk right after Still 7 minutes left for the inventory, and then we continue. Thank you. It's like going to the dentist with this ES. We still, it's gonna close right now. It's finished. There we go. Finally, we got it. Thank you. Okay, it closed, but I mean, I still find it not necessarily to do that. Close it less one tick and get it over with. And we're done with that. On that auto trade right here, there is two options for the guys, our members for Monday. And now I started the other one to see the different what is between those two. Okay. On this one here is the same setting, the same entry. Now I started this one here. The difference between this one here and this one here, this one here, I have a 10 ticks a stop loss with a trailing stop. Okay. On that one here, we made it a bit friendly. So if you don't want to deal with the trailing stop losses, then the system takes over. And if you put it on 0-0 and you just put your target. So if you what I do, I put mine on a 50 ticks target. If this ES is gonna hit 50 ticks, is fine. In the meantime, this one here, it is an automated. In other words, if it's any change in the trend direction, it's not gonna it's going to close by itself, and then it's gonna protect your investment. With there is a plus and minus on each one of them. Now on this hard pullback here, we were on the ES at 51.25, and we had a hard pullback to the 54.50. So if we were using that system here with a trailing stop, it would have knocked us out of that trade. You see, so the option on this one here, it is you can scalp it or you can swing trade it. On the option, if you wanted to use the trailing stop and the stop loss manually, I mean automatic, not manually, sorry, that's just gonna spook that automated traders guys. No, but I mean this one here, the trick in the auto trade, to break even as soon as possible, plus one tick. What I mean by that, if this market go into our direction, we wanted to maybe 8 plus 1 ticks, or maybe it's too tight, maybe 10 plus 1 tick. So once we have 10 ticks into the profit, then it will be what is clicking here. Okay. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay. On the 3 minutes, we have not. We're about to have on the 3 minutes a new signal with the full automated. But the 1 minute is already in. So on this one here, you can make it, the trick is plus 1 tick, and then you cannot say if it's taking too many trades or not. If it's breaking even a plus one take, you're not paying for commission anymore. It is 12.50. If you're by even the most expensive broker, it is acceptable, and then you are on a free ride. So this is where you need to uh, think about it, and we will give you the setting very soon for it. But let me keep my eye on the CL, and we're about to have, because on the full automated trade, we want it on the bar close. So we should have it on the bar close so you can copy those numbers from the CL. On Ninja Trader, all the auto trades on the bar close. So like on the 1 minute ATM, I don't want to use the automatic trailing stop. I want to control my trailing stops. So, and I want to control my target, and I'll let the auto trade take my trade, and I don't have to get emotionally involved with the entry. But then I can manage that trade, and as long as a break even a plus one, I don't care. It's a free ride. Then you don't need to mess with the trailing stop if you don't want to. And then, like right now, the CL hit the target. This is an example. CL hit the target, but maybe there is a more potential to the downside. Then I will go ahead and um, maybe you can get another $100, $200, and sometimes you get much more. So this is decisions you have to make, and if you have your fibs, we have a we have a we have a double signal right there, double resistant. Then you can drag your stop loss right above the resistance line, and then if you want to, you can do that. And or if you want to leave it a plus one tick, you can leave it a plus one tick, and then we can close it whenever we wanted to close it. And the full automated is about to close, is about to open a new trade very soon, any minute now. The minute this bar close is going to activate because it's on the bar close. There is two options with the auto trade, tick by tick or on the bar close. I prefer on the bar close, but you can do whatever you want. we are done with the ES. And if we notice on the ES, after we close position, reversal, and those indicators are extremely, the trend exhaustion and this one here, they are extremely good because you can see when the market is over to the downside. I mean, it is really accurate, those two indicators together in conjunction with the signal. And then you have the fib line, and it is a very straightforward trade, and friendly to use. It's not confusion. Uh, Even if you are a beginner, it's not a confusion system to trade because the calculation is already on the chart. When the calculation is already on the chart, there is nothing you can do anymore. You just be conservative a bit and take a one bite at the time. On the YM, there is not much, Chief. The YM has hit the target a long time ago. It's right there. Nailed the 300 from the entry signal based on one contract, and there is not much to do on the YM at the moment. Neither the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, I don't like the Nasdaq today, so I'm not interested in that Nasdaq. But we are waiting to give you the new entry on the 3 minutes. Let me show you something from the full automated. From the full automated ES, the one we just took it. Let me show you where. Beautiful. And now we just closed it at that number here, and there is nothing anymore to do with that. So this is a very consistent, and the most important is here, this area here, you stayed away from the trade. So the whole idea on the signal, not to dance between the signals, not to get caught between when the market is down like the ES right now. You have to think about it like a big boat taking a U-turn. It does not just make a U-turn. It takes a big circle to make a U-turn. So for the ES to go on a big U-turn and turning from short to long, this is this where most of the traders or the automated trade get caught. This is where the traders start losing money in between this transaction, short and long. And if the okay, there is a new entry on the 3 minutes on the CL. Uh, Now, where does this one come from? I don't know, from somewhere. Anyway, um, this is your entry on the CL 63. This is the 3 minutes, and your target is 62.95. And that's what I'm saying is on the way down, we can see those fib lines. Those are less than $1 a day. Those are your best investment, gentlemen. It's not about money. It's less than $1 a day. Nobody gonna get rich out of it. Trust me. And most of it goes for PayPal and the server, the line to your Ninja Trader. So there is nothing here. It's not gonna buy you a house in Manhattan. It's not gonna even buy you an empty box in Manhattan. But what I'm saying is, this one here, 63.21, there is a support line. There is another support line at 63.12. I don't want you to be um, a brilliant trader to understand how fibs trades and everything, but at least when I'm taking a trade and I have the market is going to my direction, I need to know where is my situation, whether I'm auto trading. I need to know where is my level. Okay, this one has finished. Where is my level? Where, if I am on a good trade, where I need to start taking out if I decided to want to take out any of those trades. So this is a very simple things. It's not that hard to look at it while we can. So right now we have the CL and we have the ES still into the uh, short direction. And so when it breaks even a plus one tick, I don't care about it. And one another mistakes people do, like they put $1,000 daily target. Or why you want to put $1,000 daily target if you are investing $500 on the ES? Why you're expecting 200%? So I prefer for the auto trade to take it in pieces, maybe 350 the first round. If this market running, I'll go for another 350, for another 350. Instead of just putting it on 1,000, because it could be this auto trade made with 500, and then we bump into chop market, then it's gonna you're gonna lose all those 500. So uh, if this market running, you just go ahead and you achieved your target. You want to go on the next round. Go ahead and right click on it, reload it, and then you go for next round. What is the big deal? Why it has to be $1,000 target when you're not even, um, you know, I mean, why you wanted to have the auto trade working 24/7 for you? Why you think that the market is gonna make money 24/7 for you? How about when we get in chop market? So um, you're gonna lose everything. You know, like today, the Nasdaq, we are since when we started this morning until now, the Nasdaq has been in negative all day long. You know, so should I deal with that? If you took some trades on the Nasdaq today and it made it, stay away from the rest. You don't need to trade the Nasdaq anymore. This is really funny. There is not even one Nasdaq hit the target today. And let me show you on the four range. And welcome to trading. We have to show you everything, guys. Life is not just a green. Excuse me. This is your Nasdaq on the swing trading. Have not seen the light all day long. Have is now there is a cute guy might come out with a chart at the end of the day, say the Nasdaq did well. Okay. But the reality is the Nasdaq has been chopping all day long. And if you have 100 chart on Nasdaq, yes, maybe there is two different time frame. It's gonna hit it, yes. But which one you will be using tomorrow? So this does not work for me. Showing you 100 different chart, uh, but the Nasdaq is not gonna work. It's not. It's not working today, and it's not going to work today. And if we take the 3 minutes, we the whole day made one winning trade and one losing trade, and look, it stayed away the rest of the day, and it's good. I don't want to get in trouble with it. Um, so that's how it is, folks. I mean, it cannot be. We have to say it the way it is. Another things you can do every single day. This auto trade has been hitting uh, the daily target. Another things you can do is If you have a two different account, you can use one with a train stop and one is automatic if you want to, or you can use a 2 minute or 3 minutes in that matter. But now we have reloaded after it hit the daily target, and now it's gonna take time before it start taking the trade. But we have one is already kicked in, and it is working to our direction. Plus, it is a plus couple ticks and closed at 325 with one trade. That's fine, fair enough, and that's what we need. For the ES traders, if you are still on that trade, we have a serious matter here at 29.46. The 29.46, it is the true average price, and most of the time, this market is going to reject from that number. So everything is plotted on the chart. You don't need to be genius to just follow the steps. So most likely, uh, we are about to be projected from the 46 level. So I put the first target at 46.50 and leave one in my hand. Watch the true average price. It is a very important. It is stronger than the fibs, and you will see it is stronger than the fibs, and the ES will stop 9 out of 10 at 46 level. So this is a very key to this market, and I will take the first one right now at 46.50, and I will leave the second one as a runner somewhere. I will make a decision when we get there. But the 46.50, this is the first one here, and we'll keep our eye on it. CL, it just hit the target and done over with the CL. On the CL, we have 32 ticks. YM, there is no trace on the YM. For the ones followed the 3 minutes, we're still in the same direction. There is no trade on the YM, guys. After we hit the target on the YM, there is nothing to call on the YM. I'm sorry, but there is nothing to call on the YM. Here is the entry target, and it's below the target. And if you notice again, once the market entered the yellow line, there is no more short trade. Once the market enter on the CL, this yellow line, there is no more short trade. And now we are about to do the same with the ES. There is no more short trade. Final destination on the ES is 46.50. There is nothing left below the 46.50. It is a high risk trade. So It is a bit boring today because the FOMC, so we have no movement. Uh, Another things, guys, you can for our guys, if also you are trying to see, this is your trend exhaustion, fire in the opposite direction. You see that? So this is something you need to be looking at when it fires in the other direction, and you are in a trade, and you have a good chunk of ticks in there. You don't know when to call it. So here is your target on the 3 minutes and 50.75, and here is your trend exhaustion, fire the other direction. Now the other indicator is going to start following. So also keep your eye on the dots when it start turning from red to green. And but this is also a very good indication that the trend is over on the ES. Okay, I'll stay quiet for a while till we get some kind of new movement. Now, on my eye on the Nasdaq, maybe we'll have a new contract on the Nasdaq. You're done today? Let me see what you've done. Oh, I have a bunch of messages. Okay. Did you make 1020 on the ATM entry signal, Vito, or what you have done? This is good. We had everybody made thousands yesterday. You did not trade, but this is very good. This is very good. Okay. Jesse, you have it. I sent it to you, and it is right there 2 days ago, and activated your machine and your woman machine as well. Barely, no, you haven't got it yet. Okay. Okay, we'll take care of that. If you require, you need a support, somebody come do the installation. Request it, please, on the Skype as well. The team will come and do it for you. For the one following us on the CL, I closed the position on mine, but on the CL, whoever followed us on that CL, your target is 62.86. The Nasdaq is really taking a lot of beat today, and it's been red. And uh, let me see. The Nasdaq is taking a lot of beat today. Everywhere is taking a lot of beat. There is a new signal on the 6E euro dollar future, and entry price 28.35, 7.15 is the target. Ben, I don't know what you're saying. Are you getting my charts? I don't know what charts, Ben, you're talking about. I don't see any chart for you here. I see your text, but I don't see any of your charts, sir. Um, for the guys are still on this trade, you need to exit, and using an ATM, you need to exit at 46.50. For the ones is following the CL trade, the one we called, you need to exit at 62.87. 62.87 on the 3 minutes. This is again, I love it. We we already hit the target 2 times on this new auto trade, and there is some movement on the ES, and it just did not take that trade. This is what I meant by this one here is made for a chop market. It was the same thing yesterday, and it did not take a short. The same equation, you know. And I said once we are done, I will add the buttons like this one here. Once we are make sure everything is nice and smooth, we can add the buttons long only, short only, if you want to. But like right now in this condition here, I don't want the auto trade to take short. I want it to take long only, as an example. So, but what I like about it yesterday did not took the last block in the short and stayed away until we have a long trade, which I love that. So by the auto trade not taking anything here, that makes me happy, does not piss me off. If you want it to be aggressive, you can turn on your institutional auto trade, and there is a 10 different entry, and you can get as many trades as you want. But for the conservative one, it is very good. Um, 3 minutes, you hit the how many ticks you got out of it? You still have a lot of beef on it, sir, because the hardest part was those fib lines, and now we are going directly to the 62.82. So if you hold your horse on that, yeah, the text I have seen it, Ben, but there is no pictures, and 51 ticks. That's very good. And there is a good potential right now from 63 to 62.80. That's a lot of beef, sir. Thank you for this information. Yeah. A lot of people talking to me in this. Okay. Are you sure, Ben? Give me your email. Write your email on the in the Skype. Yes, it is, Ben. If you look up, sir, it is. I send you. No, that's the old one. You're right. Okay, yes, sir. I will send it to you, Ben. Just type me your email to check up, Ben. Type your email, please. I got your machine ID now. For those guys are followed us on this one here. It will be at 62.81 final target. Please, guys, don't call me right now. You know. We're about to hit target at 62.80. Guys, I will respond to all your messages later, please. Just give me a few more minutes to clear everything here. We have a few guys followed us on the 3 minutes, so we are about to hit the 62.92. I'm sorry, 62.80. Okay, Chief, close it at 62.86, please. 62.86. This is a very nice trade on the last call we did on the CL. Beautiful. It did very well. Why am nobody home? We're about to have. Actually. We're about to have a new signal on the YM very soon, and it seems like the ES is overdone with. Oh. This is this guy, and you're a winer. You drink wine, so this is very good. No, I will not mention your name. Too embarrassed to mention your name. Okay, let me see. I'm losing the track here. YM, we're about to have a new signal. CL, what a bummer. We missed the last one. I told you. I'm sorry. I told you to exit at 86 level. right at this. We missed one tick on the CL. Close it. Get rid of it. What else we have? I don't see anything. Nasdaq, I don't see anything on the Nasdaq right now. Here is the story on the Nasdaq. I put the Nasdaq away. I'm not gonna call this Nasdaq for you. First of all, has done a very bad performance, the Nasdaq today. And when the market doesn't want to give you money, it's not gonna give you money, no matter what you do. If we notice on this Nasdaq, that's again, guys, for less than $1 a day investment, that can make a lot of difference for your fibs. And this is one of the example. Look at this. We have the signal at 47.50 followed by the fibs. Every time, especially our members, if you see the fib is very close to the entry signal, stay away from it until you make sure everything is okay, or make sure you put a limited order, because this is a swing trade. It doesn't matter if plus minus couple of three takes. Then I will put a buy order above the resistance. But if we have an entry signal here, and look at what happened the first time on the Nasdaq, we have the entry signal, perfect entry. It does not match with the ES and the 30-year Treasury bond. Absolutely came into the resistance line and it dropped. And that it is, if you have those fibs, now I sound like I'm doing some marketing or a sales job, but if you have those fibs, then that will save you trouble. And this is confirmed day in and a day out. If we look at this one here, even earlier time, the Nasdaq was struggling on the first pullback when it was a resistance, and then it tried to come in again, and here's your signal. So when you have a signal immediately followed by the resistance or a support in that matter, you have to really respect those lines. You cannot just say ignoring them. So that's what I'm saying. There is a different, just in those conditions here, either you're going to lose $300, $200 on that trade, or you're going to make $200, $300 on that trade. Just by, look at this. Look at this. Again, the Nasdaq came in at 48.50 and it got rejected. Again. And this is not pleasant when you are trading or auto trading. You don't see this. This is not pleasant at all. Now, maybe the Nasdaq is going to break it, but we have to keep our eye on it because it has not broke it for 2 times now. And we'll see. I don't know. Look, you see? Look where the Nasdaq stopped. For less than $1 a day. Is it worth it not to have it? And now we are okay. Now we crossed the very critical area in this one here. We are waiting on a long trade. Another things also on this one here, my Nasdaq is really funny today. Your target is all the way up there, and there is a lot of a resistance line on that direction. So you gotta be careful with the support resistance. The same thing has happened on the CL. Some of the guys took the 3 minute CL, and when we called that trade, it came into the support line, pulled back to the resistance line, and then it dropped again. But we were aware of that before it happened. We were aware of it, and now we have uh, those guys. We called it to close that one at 62.82, so now it's closed. So this is another 60 ticks on this one here. So this is a very important to respect those lines. You cannot deal without it. I don't know how you can deal with that. I'm trying to give you a new signal on the YM, and I'm trying to. The CL is done. It's over. We cannot do anything with that. The CL is done. Now we are about to get a new signal on the YM, and if I was you, I'll stay away from the Nasdaq today. If you want to take the Nasdaq, try to take the 53.25, 53.25 on the Nasdaq, 853.25 from the 3 minutes. This is good. Let me give you this message here. This is the fully automated trade. And the entry here, it is a good entry because it's above the resistance line. And if you put a limited order on 53.50 on a sim, mark it on your chart. You have a little bumper at 58.50 and 65.25. Those you need to mark them and to pay attention when the markets start rising to those numbers, which is going to that direction. So a limited order at 53.25 or 53.50, it is a very good limited order buy. And now we are about to have a new signal on the YM. So we'll try to give you that new signal. So we gave you signal on the ES 2 times today. And we'll try to give you an entry on the YM. And we give you an entry on the NASDAQ. And we'll try to see if we can give you an entry on the ES. Look at this, guys. The market is sideways. The auto trade has not taken any trade. Oh, you can make it very aggressive. You can have it taken 100 trades. But the way it's designed is designed for survive a chop market, because this is the worst enemy for any guy auto trading. It's not the auto trade, it is how to stay away from a chop market. So keep your eye on the first column here. You should have the signal plotted. When the if I was not paying attention, we should have a new signal on the YM. It gives you the entry, the target, and the pullback re-entry. Okay, took a drop again. If we notice on the CL, the yellow lines, how strong they are. If you notice the ES, when it hit the yellow line, between those two yellow lines, that's why I said there is no more short trade. Every time the market hit between those two yellow lines, you don't need to be genius trader. When the market comes in between those two yellow lines, do not take shorts anymore. When the market comes in between those two yellow lines on the top, do not take long trade anymore. Your risk is 9 out of 10. You're going to lose. So we've been testing them for many years. They're doing very fine. And if we notice here, because this between those two yellow lines, the market projected, And if we look at the CL, they are between those two yellow lines, and the market projected. So, and let me see on the YM, and it was the same story on the YM 2 hours ago. So those are extremely good for the trader, even if you are auto trading, to understand where is your limitation in the on this chart. We need to know where our limitation. The chart is not open just for you. Um, so this way you will not be left and right taking the trades. Sure in a blind. So that's a new signal on the gold. A new signal on the gold. You can see it from the market analyzer on the first upper corner here, left upper corner. And the entry is 282.8, target 280.9. I don't have a chart, so you have to follow it from the market analyzer. And follow us on the sim, please. We're not responsible for your trade. The market taking a dive again. What a boring day. We knew it is because the FOMC today, and it's not going to be a picnic today. But at least we did very well for a day like this, and so I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. Okay, I'll stay quiet for a little bit and then get fresh coffee. Be right back. Thank you. One of the advantage on why we take in one short trade when the market is down, we take one trade, and then we take a long trade when the market change direction. If we take as an example this one here, we hit the target. If we look at this target, we hit it long time ago. At 9:30, we hit the target. Try to imagine yourself, you're auto trading ES, and you can see the YM, and the YM got caught into the chop. What you gonna do about it? If you're not trained enough, you're gonna be losing a lot of money taking left and right to trade, whether it's in ES, CL, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, DAX. So that's why when we took that trade on the YM, nailed 20 ticks, 30 ticks, 40 ticks, is irrelevant. Depends on the market movement for today. And then we hit the target. We hit even below the target. So if you were playing your card right, so you could have nailed the $300 out of it. But then if you were trading manually or auto trading, you would have give up all those trades. Again, all your profit, you would have give it up. So what I'm trying to say, you cannot keep trading and not getting in trouble. It's exactly like you're sitting on a blackjack table. So right now, we stayed away from this trouble. I mean, it's all about money, folks. And we stayed away from this trouble. And now we are going, waiting on a new signal, the system telling us when to enter the market. So I don't have to bang my head through the wall trying to find an entry. Is it short? Is it long? Did the auto trade took a wrong trade? That's $200 out of your pocket if it's a wrong trade. This is another 150 bad trade. And it adds up at the end of the year around $50,000 being careless, you know. So, and some of you cannot afford this luxury, keep trading. If you have on a $5,000 account, you have to be very conservative. So I'm not going to be doing anything on this YM until I get an okay from the system to tell me go long. You know, it's a very simple. And at the moment, we don't have a signal to tell me we need to go long. So I don't need to use my head to it. And if I don't want to use my head, I had a wild night before, I will go ahead and turn on the 3 minutes. And then once the 3 minutes, now if we want to look between the YM on the 3 minutes and 1 minute, where is any minute right now? We're about to have the what it is. The problem is the trailing is stop too, especially our member. You have to remember that it's a floor and fib. It's not a dummy trailing stop. So we are sitting on a very fine line between a short and a long on the YM. Okay, and then we have something here on top of that, a double resistance line, and this market having a hard time breaking those area here. We don't need to look in institutional time frame 15 minutes. You don't have to. But if we look at the 3 minutes here, we are coming into a lot of problems with the from 66.45 all the way to 66.63. It is a huge problem here. You have the floor and fibs 1, floor and fibs 2, resistant, and that it is a very wild ride on that YM. So you need to be very careful. It's all about money. And if you um, let's say this system here took a trade and it was a bad trade. Okay, it was a wrong signal. You know, then this whatever this market happening is gonna give you a new signal, so you'll recover immediately right after the trade. So this is really uh, so if you have a one lousy signal didn't work, the new signal has to work. And now look, this market taking a dive again. If we look at this new auto trade, and you can make it an aggressive, and if you want to, I'll show you how to get aggressive with it, and you can be taking the trades left and right. It took us a very long time. Half of it is on the server, but the trade comes from your computer. And we left you with a few indicators to tweak the auto trade with. But the engine itself is on the server. It's not in your hand. I will never send a file with an engine in it. But what we have done, we have left the filters and a couple of three indicators for you to tweak the auto trade the way you want. And the trade is coming from your computer. It's not coming from our server. So we have nothing to do with your trade on that auto trade like any other auto trade we do. But what I like about it, now we have turned on, both of them has front of you today hit the daily target, and we restarted one more time. One of them is based on a trailing stop, and one of them based on zero. So the auto trade find the exit by itself from a trend. Now we have had it now for over half an hour, because now we send it out, and probably somebody is going to send me a message that the auto trade is not taking any trade. If you notice right now, that auto trade for the last half an hour did not take any trade. This is exactly what's supposed to do. It's a chop. The market is dead right now. We have an FOMC. There is no movement. It's going a little bit back and forth. This is not a place where I need to put my trades in. And believe me or not, once this market start building up and start getting direction, that auto trade will start taking a trade. So I'm very pleased that auto trade. That's why I said it is a pleasant, that auto trade is not like some other aggressive auto trade. Like as an example, the swing trading is a very aggressive auto trade, and it is if the market gets chopped, you're gonna get chopped with it, and when the market is trending, it's gonna throw money at you like a crazy. So it depends on the market movement. So it's a little bit, maybe you get nervous when you are auto trading. On this one here, you're not nervous when you are auto trading, because it is very well tuned, built for a chop market. And most of the auto trade lose money on the chop market, not when the market is trending. So that's why I like it. Until now, has not taken any. Guys, whoever send me now, for the ones who have not got it, whoever send me machine ID email, it will be activated right after we are done with but there is some guys waiting on the trade now. They've been waiting for over half an hour. So we need to give them a new trade. We're about to have a new signal on the YM. I'm waiting on the YM trade. And the NASDAQ also start kicking in. For the ones who would like to follow the 3 minutes, we are about to come out of this problem. And if you wanted to put a limited order at 53.50 on the NASDAQ, is a very good trade. A mark on your chart for the ones who don't have our system, 58.75. And a mark on your chart, 65.25. Those, they're going to be trouble on the way. And you put your target at 82 level. This is a very nice trade. And we're about to have a new signal on the YM. So we will give you the new signal on the YM. And we're about to have a new signal on the YM. Okay, we got a new entry on the YM where you need to put it. Do not put it at 643. Put it above the fib line. Put it at 66. Put it at 66.45 maybe. Above this put it at 66.46 limited order, or put it on 66.50 4 ticks just for safety. But this is the new signal on the, and your target is 66.72. Your target is 66.72, guys. And for the Nasdaq, start kicking in. There is no trade right now. I got. I'm wondering why it did not, but I noticed my market analyzer is frozen. That's why we're not getting signal. I'm not gonna touch anything. And your Nasdaq is doing well. The one follow us on those, uh, and now we start getting. There is a little small line here. I'm not worried about it. If you are on that trade with YM, it's badly. I need to restart. Ninja Trader 8 is I have my market analyzer froze, and that's why you're not seeing those signals. Okay, for the ones following us on, I'm not gonna leave those guys behind. Just a second. So for the one guys are following us, you have a very good direction on both of the trade. Again, watch your zone on 58.75 and 65.25, and on the mark on your chart for the ones don't have the system. Mark your chart on 6665. Be careful with that line, resistance line. And your target is 6672. Should be good. Look, my market analyzer froze. The whole thing is froze. But I'm not going to do anything until I get those guys working. So on an FOMC day, this is a very good. We called a few trades for you. You should be everyone should be on the plus. And we are a long way from home on the ES to go from short to long. Wait, let's see. On the ES, we have a problem with the 51 level again. Took forever to get to 51, and now it's taking forever to cross the 51. So there is a potential you see how this NASDAQ came in here? So when you are on $240 a trade, it's not about marketing a product. Should I take that trade on this fib line and secure my profit? Or should I stay and try to test my luck to the next step, 65 level? Can you see on the YM, it came in exactly to this resistance line where we told you to mark it on your chart. And this is exactly where the YM is stopped. It cannot get any better than that. It cannot, in the trading, cannot get any better than that. So now we are just a few ticks away from that YM, and we will help you all the way to the target. And there we go. We got my Ninja Trader is totally frozen, and I need to restart, and it's going crazy on me. And everything has froze on mine. So, and I just want to get you through this. And the 59, it is your resistance level, but your target is 883. And I will be, it is totally my NASDAQ froze. My whole Ninja Trader froze now, and I cannot do anything. It's just I don't know what, but it's been playing funny today. The Nasdaq, the Ninja Trader on me. It was, I don't know, but let me try to stay with you on those trades a little bit. Now we climb into the second level, folks. For the ones any of our members following us on those trades, let me know who is. There is a million message on the Skype, so tell me right now who's on those trades, those last two trades. Now we are gonna cross the 65 level on the Nasdaq. YM is a long way from home. The ES, there is no trade on the ES long at the moment. Look, this is exactly what we. Okay, Jose, where you are on the Nasdaq or Dow Jones or both. Um, this is where we told you the probability is going to be projected, and that's exactly what is projected. Okay, on the Nasdaq. Okay, well, we crossed the first border, and now we are crossing the second one. It's 65. For the YM trader, we told you this is your target, and this is a couple 250 for you. That's very good. 300. There we go. And for the YM trader, go ahead and close your position. You are on 307. No, this is a wrong number. For the Nasdaq, Jose, anybody else besides Jose is on that trade? Okay. Uh, this is your next stop is 65.25, and a target hit on the YM close is finished. It's done on the YM, and we are about to cross the 65 on the Nasdaq. So this is a good trade as well. But guys, I'm sorry, we all have experienced that sometimes. Ninja Trader freeze on us. So yes, sir, close the Nasdaq. But I need to restart my Ninja. It is totally messed up, frozen. I don't know what's going on. Also, the data today has been playing funny on me. I saw some numbers that didn't add up on the trading, so I need to close up for today. And all the support, it will be right after lunch, not right now. Right after lunch. I want to say thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Serving, I'm closing. Let me see. Okay. It's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time with the. We still have couple guys has not closed on the YM and the Nasdaq. Here is the number, sir. It's right in front of you. You can close the YM at 66.74, and some of the members, they're not qualified to have the new auto trade. So you need to check up to see. We have a small fee yearly, and if you have canceled it, you're not getting it. And so check up your PayPal before you send me your machine ID. Let me make sure on the Nasdaq we still have the 6550. Let me check up on this one here. We still have a couple guys on the Nasdaq. They're not gonna let it go. We will be supporting everyone right after lunch. When I get hungry, I get the grouchy. So I have to go for lunch. And when I get back, half an hour lunch, and then we will be responding to all your yeah, emails and messages. Now we are right at the resistance line at 65.25, and we crossing it. This is a beautiful trade on the Nasdaq. That should be making up your day. And look at this. It stopped right at this line. This is an option. This is what is good. The fibs are not to. This is an option for the trader when he have those fibs to say, should I stay on a $350, protect my investment, or should I take one more circle, or should I get more aggressive and go for $1,000 or $300 or $200? As you see right now, we have crossed the first bumper, and now, and look at this, where we have a couple guys took the YM, and we told you to close it. I have one guy, he just sent me a message. He's insisting on the target, and now he's going backward. Okay. On the Nasdaq, look at this accuracy. It came in exactly to the second bumper where we have called it half an hour before it happened, and we told you to be careful with that. And we told the guys to mark it on their charts. So, guys, thank you. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for today, and allowed us half an hour to have lunch. And we will be responding to all your request emails and support. And whoever wanted the support team to come and do it, we just put it on your Skype. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you after lunch. Bye for now.